Hi there, and welcome to part 1 of our Kazuya Basics Guide by request. Note that we're currently on Tekken version 4. This part will go over essential moves, then in part 2 we'll talk more about basic strategy. In our final part 3, we'll go over basic referential items like punishers and juggles. Be on the lookout for part 2 here in a couple days. As always, don't forget there's the written version of this guide should you need it. The link is in the video description below. That's all I got, so let's talk some essential moves. As usual, we're not going to talk about the stance stuff in essential moves, which in this case includes Devil Kazuya. Instead, we're going to save that for part 2. 1-2 is standard, but many Kazas will do 1-1 a lot so that they can simply confirm the final hit of 1-1-2 if they see 1-1 connect. But that last hit, which you can actually delay, also provides general cover, so at only -1 on block, the mental frames will often give you advantage on 1-1. Also, 1-2-4 provides decent cover for 1-2 to give you a little more mental frames there as well, since if 1-2-4 hits counter hit, then the final hit is guaranteed for a knockdown or a splat. 3-1 is an I-14 high natural combo, no jail but -1 on block with a third counter hit launching hit for more cover. The third hit is also safe and mid, so as long as they're not ducking the second hit, it's really strong. 4 is a safe I-12 high counter hit launcher, not quite as good as standard Magic 4 but still really good to catch a counter hit on jabs or similar. 4-2 is an I-20 mid, -12 on block, knockdown, and splat. Sadly, this is his only power crush, but at least it's mid and can wall splat. 4-3 is an I-20 mid, -13 on block, but good pushback. Very good range, which is where you'll use it, almost like a poke. 4-4 is an I-20 mid, +4 on block, +7 on hit, and a knockdown on counter hit. This is one of your primary pressure tools, which you'll see a lot of Kazas use from crouch dash. Abuse this because it's so good. Down forward 1 is an I-15 mid, -7 on block. It has 3 follow-ups, down forward 1-2, which is a mid-mid, -13 on block, but gives you a free 4-4 on hit. Down forward 1-4, which is a mid-high, only -3 but can wall splat and can also be ducked. And down forward 1-forward 2, which is mid-mid, -12 on block, gives a knockdown or a splat, but can also be stepped. All are natural combos, just different levels of risk and reward depending on the situation. For instance, down forward 1-2 is typically the most unsafe on block in most matchups, but also yields the most damage in the open. Down forward 2 is an I-14 mid, -12 on block, +5 on hit, counter hit launch, and also homing. They also just buffed its range in Season 4. This is one of the best risk versus reward moves in the game. It does so much for being only -12, and Kaz has a bunch of +4 situations throughout his move list, so challenging him in those instances is asking to be hurt. Down forward 3 is an I-18 mid, -7 on block, +9 on hit, which is massive. Down forward 3 by itself is good, particularly on Oki thanks to some solid tracking, but down forward 3-2 is a natural combo and only -11 on block. There's also a third hit, which is -18, but it gives a knockdown splat on hit and a +24 stun on counter hit, which you can launch from. String can be delayed, which is important since 3-2-1 is also NCC if they swing early into the second hit. Down forward 4 is an I-13 mid, -9 on block, +2 on hit. This is his only mid poke from standing that's I-13 or faster, so you're kind of forced into using it. It does have a second hit, down forward 4-4 for cover, but it's -15 on block, so be careful with that. The second hit can also be delayed. Down back 2 is a safe I-20 power mid, knockdown on hit or counter hit for a free forward 4. This is a safe version of the second hit of down forward 1-2. Down back 3 is an I-19 high crushing low, -12 on block, basically neutral on hit. A little slow for a poke, but the high crush is really nice, and on counter hit is where you get the big advantage. Down back 4 is an I-20 low, one of the best low pokes in the game despite its speed. It's only -12 on block, +4 on regular hit, +17 G on counter hit, hits grounded, and tracks step very well. About the only thing it doesn't do is evade. You'll see this a lot from Kazuya players. Back 2 is a safe I-14 mid, Back to 4 is a safe mid-high natural combo with a third hit for cover. If they duck, Kaz now has back to 1, which is mid-mid, but it's -14, so be careful with that. Just back to alone is an okay poke option though, since it's +4 on hit. Back 4 is an I-18 safe homing counter hit tailspin launch, nice range too. This is another move that covers a ton of situations, just be wary that it is a high. Back 1+2 is an I-22 mid backswing blow, -12 on block, +5 on hit, and a launch on counter hit. Truthfully, the reward is a little low given its speed, but it's worth noting because it's one of his few panic moves. Up 3 is a safe, low crushing mid, knockdown splat on hit, no launch like a hop kick, but at least it is safe. Forward forward 3 is a very safe mid launcher. You'll be using this a lot to catch people ducking, especially against your crouch dash. Forward forward 4 is a safe counter hit launcher, but also hits grounded, which is where you'll primarily use it. Still decent as a neutral tool thanks to some pushback, and it tracks step decently. While standing 1-2 is an I-13 mid-mid launcher, -12 on block, normally reserved for punishing, but while standing 1 is a safe mid check, and at -12 sometimes it's okay to just finish it. New to Season 4, while standing 1+2 is a safe I-13 mid, gives a knockdown on counter hit for a free 4-4-4 follow-up, still +14G on normal hit, very solid alternative to while standing 1-2 if you want something less risky but can still offer chunky damage. While standing 3 is a slow but safe mid homing move, will knock down or splat, and has solid range. This is often used from crouch dash to catch people trying to step at mid range. While standing 4 is an I-11 mid, only -3 on block, +8 on hit. It's essentially a better version of down forward 4, also has a second hit that cannot be delayed unlike down forward 4-4, but you'll see this a lot out of crouch dash. Full crouch down forward 3+4 is an I-23 mid, -11 on block, very easy to do from crouch dash, high crushes on frame 1, which is where it earns its money, knockdown on hit for a free 4-4-4. Sidestep 3 is a safe I-23 mid launcher from sidestep, much easier than trying to do sidestep electric wing godfist, and since it's a mid, you shouldn't have to worry too much about anything going under it. Generic running 3, low crushing mid, +9 to +12 on block, insane move just like every other generic running 3, very easy to do from crouch dash 2, another excellent pressure move. So this is the only pure crouch dash move we'll list in part 1, but it's also his only rage drive, so it's worth a quick note. It's an I-18 mid +5 on block. Does a nice 40 damage on hit and can splat, but you can also do a chunky hit throw for over 50 damage that will transform you into Devil Kazuya. So overall, very strong move that puts pressure on block, does a grip on hit, and gives you the option to transform. This now brings us to the end of part 1. Hopefully this list was helpful to get you focused on Kazuya's most important moves. Again, be on the lookout for part 2 in a couple days, where we will talk about his all-important crouch dash. And with that, thank you for checking out this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe here on YouTube. Also be sure to turn on notifications if you'd like to get alerted as soon as a new vid is uploaded. I also try to stream whenever I can, so the link to Twitch is down in the video description below. You'll find Twitter and Facebook links down there too. Lastly, special thanks to our 3 patrons, Tato, Apples, and Overhaul. That support means a lot. Patreon is definitely the best way to support your favorite content creators, and the more support the channel gets, the more I can afford to do. Stay safe everyone, and we'll see you next time.